When you hear sound like this, what really comes to your mind? A lot of people, when they hear the sound, this sound is the sound of rain. And what really comes to most people's mind is, if it happens to be in the evening or in the night, a lot of people feel, oh, I want to have a deep sleep. But for those who are spiritually inclined, whenever you hear the rain of sound, what comes to your mind should be, oh, what a blessing from God. And what exactly can you do with rain water? Today in this video, I want to quickly discuss the how rainwater can benefit you financially. How rainwater can benefit you financially. Well, let's get into it. Rainwater, actually, I accidentally learned about the spiritual usefulness of rainwater. There was a time around 2017, I was like having a financial challenge. I needed some money, and I have a friend who readily comes to my aid whenever I am in need of money, though I borrow and return to him later. But this particular time, I went to this my friend, so I was like telling him I needed some money to do some things, and he said he's not buoyant himself spiritually, that he was not doing well, that most of his businesses are going down. He is a car dealer. He sells cars, though on a low level, but he sells cars. And he said people are not coming, and that he even have a particular car there that he needs to sell or dispose of quickly, so that he needed the money to bring in more cars. So I was like, I don't know what to say. I was like, really, I felt bad, because it was the last hope, because whenever I needed money, is my first and the last button, because I hate going to people for financial assistance. So when I was like, I felt so bad, so I left him. So on leaving his place, my uncle stays around that vicinity, around Okoko. I just decided to let me see my uncle. So on getting to my uncle noticed my containers and said, what happened? I explained to him that I had a financial problem, and somebody that usually comes to my aid, I got to him, and he was also telling me things are not being doing good, that most of his cars are not selling. So my uncle just told me that, why doesn't he has rainwater? I was like, rainwater to do what? I was like surprised that rainwater to bathe or to what? My uncle now said I should go and tell him to get rainwater, and if I have rainwater, I should give it to him, that he should use it to wash the cars. If we wash the cars with it, people will quickly buy it. I was like surprised. I was surprised, seriously surprised. So I got asking my uncle series of questions about rainwater. My uncle said I should go and do that first. When we try it, we will see how. And I asked him, what exactly are we going to do? He said we should get water to wash the car. That will just add a little drop of rainwater to it. And I asked him whether we are going to do any other thing. He said no, it's not diabolical, it's just a natural thing, it's a spiritual thing, but it's just natural, that we can just pray unto it, say whatever exactly what we wanted in it, that we should just go and use it. Immediately I went back to my friend. I told him that, do you have rainwater? He said he has rainwater, that his wife used to get rainwater during any time it rains. And I said, well, if you have rainwater, my uncle said you can just wash the cars with the rainwater. And I left, hoping that, well, God will do something. the next, about 2 days later, my friend called me that something happened. Oh, I was not sure whether it was what I told him or what my uncle said, that he has just sold off uh, 2 of the cars, that even somebody have come pricing the third one. I was thinking, well, it might be coincidence, but later on he called me the next day that the third car that he said somebody wants to buy have already been purchased, that I should come and collect the money I asked for. So I gladly went. He gave me the money. So like I started thinking, and I remember my uncle said I should come back, because I started asking my uncle questions. He said I should come back. So I go back to my uncle, and my uncle just told me that rainwater is very, very powerful. It can do so many things, but financially it helps. It improves your finances. It helps you financially, that one can drink it. If you feel things are tight financially, you can drink it. Then you can use some in your bath water. That uh, rainwater is very powerful, that especially if you pray into it before using it. Just say whatever you desire into it, and it will surely come to pass. That it is it is not a secret, but so many people does not know this, and that even the herbalist will tell you to drink 100,000, 200,000. They will just get the rainwater, the one they already have in the house. They will give it to you. Then I ask him again, sir, how do you get the rainwater? Is it the one that falls on your pan and on your roof and to your pan? He said no. He said we should, all you do is get a bucket. Once you get a bucket, when you realize it wants to rain, just get a bucket, a clean bucket that you can drink from. Then take it outside where there is no roof or anything touching it. Just place it on the on something. Maybe you have a stool or a concrete block. Just place it there. Then just leave it, or you can put something to hold it, like a concrete that is very thick. Just put it so that when it rains, it just rains directly from the sky. So immediately after it rains, then you just take it, fill it into some container. I use white container, so I'll put it inside the one and label it rainwater. Then he said once you do that, you can be using it. You can be using it to bathe with your children. Your children can use it, you can use it. Especially when things are difficult financially, this really helps. So I just, since that time, I said, oh, this is what to do. Since that time I've been using it. The one I collected 2017, 2018, I do it almost every year, and I still have, and I do it, I put them in separate plastic jar, and I still have them in my office. As I'm recording, I have one. I will have just shown you. I have one that I keep. So whenever things are a little bit, I'll just get some, pray and take, and lo and behold, before the days run out, things will start improving. So there are so many spiritual benefits, financial benefits of rainwater. Rainwater has a lot of spiritual benefits, apart from the fact that you use it for uh, for for financial purposes. You can use it for so many things, and it helps. All you need to do is just get it, do a little prayer, whatever, however you like, you know how to pray. If you are a Muslim, just pray the way you understand. If you are a Christian, pray the way, just pray, just a little prayer, just say it into it. It's like you are commanding it, because it's a natural thing. It's from God. It's not diabolical at all. You are not making any incantation. You are not adding anything. This is the only natural substance I know, or ingredient I know, that you don't need to add anything to it. Just the natural water. Because water, nobody can explain how water comes from the Almighty. It just comes, and whenever it decides to go, it will go. There's nothing you want to do. So water can clear a lot of financial blockages, and increase and enlarge your finances if you use it appropriately. I just said I should share this with you. I don't want this to be so long, because there are so many, but that is the simplest way to do it. Just gather the water. After gathering it, pour it anytime you want to use it. just get small and drink, and say your prayer and drink. You can add some in your bathed water, and that is what it uh that is just about it. And I want to hear your comments. I want to see your testimony. I want you to share your testimony with me, because I know it will benefit. I've used it. My friend have used it. Since I've been using it, I've never regretted. I told you, I keep in my office. Whenever I am stuck, I have things getting tough financially, I just take some, pray into it, and drink it. Some people have just turned this into their daily drinking water. They have water drum in their house. They will just pour the little rainwater, and they do whatever they want to do with that water. In my house, we get to my house, I keep this all the time. It doesn't leave my house. And one important thing about the rainwater is that it doesn't get spoiled. Even if it stays for 10 years in your house, it doesn't get spoiled. You can hardly keep any water for 2 years, but rainwater, if you keep it for 10-20 years, it doesn't get spoiled. If it is the rainwater directly from up, not touching anything, then it will never get spoiled. Hope you have got value from this. If you have really got value, consider subscribing. And if you have subscribed before, just click on the like button, share this video to so many. I'm giving it to you free, so don't be selfish. Give it out. And if you are very new, please subscribe. Your subscription will help this channel to grow. And again, if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, whenever I release good videos like this, you'll be the first to be notified. Until I come your way again, remain financially smart, and don't forget, we can succeed together.